So we're going to start looking at our standing posture. Now also we're going to start looking at those really important core muscles. Now this is the pelvic floor and your deep abdominal muscles, which are so important to work after having had a baby. So for our standing posture, you need to make sure that you're just dropping your tailbone slightly and lifting your tummy muscles in. And then you're going to slide the shoulder blades down and bring your chin in. Imagine you're holding a big grapefruit underneath your chin. Now to hold yourself in this position, you need to use those all-important core muscles. Now these are the most important muscles to you, particularly after having had a baby. Now this is the pelvic floor, and to hold that, you're going to stop the wind, stop the wee, pulling on the inside. And as you do that, you also bring your tummy muscles in at the same time. This is going to make you really strong on the inside. So our first exercise is called a standing heel lift. So you're going to start literally by just peeling your heel off the floor. Now connect to those core muscles, that pelvic floor and deep abdominal, by pulling in through. So stop the wind, stop the wee, pull your tummy in, and then take the whole of the foot off the floor. Now you might wobble a little bit as you do this. And that's quite good because you're challenging your core. So again, lift up through your center, try and lift yourself up nice and tall. Now take your leg behind and you can squeeze your bottom a little bit. Again, lift your belly. It's really important your back doesn't move as you do this. And then you're going to change legs. Now you can do this literally anytime, anywhere. So waiting for the kettle to boil, you can do your standing heel lifts. And then take the leg behind, and you're squeezing your bottom as you take the leg behind, but pulling your tummy in so that your back stays nice and still. And that's your first exercise. Remember, you can do this anytime, anywhere. Next one is going to work the leg muscles. So we're going to step back, doing exactly the same thing, lifting the foot up off the floor, holding your center, and then step back, bend your back knee and push your hip underneath you and squeeze your bottom. So what you want is your knee, your hip and your shoulders all in one line, and then you're going to drop down through that line and lift back up and step back in. So we're going to step back, and when you step back you want to make sure your feet are fixed in tram lines, because if you step your leg back behind the other you're going to fall over. So nice parallel lines, and then when you drop down into your lunge you drop vertically down and then straight back up and step back in. Now this is fantastic for working the legs, for working your bottom. You push through the front heel, squeeze into your bottom, and then step back in. Now I'm going to keep going through these. What I want you to do is to stop when you feel your legs are fatigued. So if you feel that your legs are starting to shake a little bit, you can stop. Now whilst I'm doing this, I'm still thinking about those core muscles, thinking internally, lifting up through the inside, using the pelvic floor, using the deep abdominals. Now you can stop here, remember, if you want to, or you can carry on with me for another 4 of these moves. Keep tucking your tail underneath you. So again, we've got that vertical drop through the body. So as you step back, you drop down, lift back up through and in. So I'm going to step back into the lunge one more time, but now I'm going to hold it here to do our upper body exercise. Now this is a pressing action up and a pulling action down. So I'm going to push up, pressing into my shoulders, and then pull back into my back muscles. So as you're doing this, try to really push and pull. And if you have got handheld weights, then that's fine, but you don't have to have them. Remember, you can do this anytime, anywhere. Keep pushing and pulling, squeezing into your back muscles. And again, really thinking still about those all-important core muscles to keep you nice and steady. Legs are still working a little bit as well. Should be able to feel that. And then just keep pushing and pulling. Now if you start to fatigue, you can stop, just rest it, or you can keep going for another 4 with me. So I'm going to do another 4. Keep lifting through your tummy, remember. That's good. So let's go for 1 more, and then release it there. So there's your 3 exercises. We're going to finish off on a little stretch. I'm just going to stretch out the shoulders. You can put your hand on your shoulder and just press it down slightly, ever so gently, stretching it through. And then change sides. So again, take the hand onto the shoulder, gently press down, and then take your head over to the side. And then we're also going to stretch out the front thigh muscles. So you might want to hold on to something to help you balance, then carefully take a hold of your foot, bring your knees together, and then just push your hip forward. Again, use those all-important inner core muscles, pull your tummy in, and then that will help you balance. And then just feeling that stretch on the front of your thigh, and then change legs. Again, remember, you can hold on to something if you need to, challenging your balance, and then push your hips forward, and then you're done. Well done.